Hello students, you are welcome in trigonometry part 4. Today we will discuss about the values of trigonometric functions in different quadrants. Now the first quadrant, we know the angle is either 90 minus theta where theta is acute angle, or 360 degree plus theta. 360 it means angle after first revolution, it is 360 plus theta. Then it means in radians it may be written pi by 2 minus theta or 2 pi plus theta, or it may be written 2n pi plus theta. It means after one revolution, after two revolutions, and similarly after n revolutions. So it will be angle we may written after one revolution 360 plus theta, after two revolutions 720 plus theta, and so on up to 2n pi plus theta where n is any integer. So in the first quadrant all t ratios are positive. When we are talking of all t ratios positive, so you write first the t ratio sine of pi by 2 minus theta, cos pi by 2 minus theta, and so on. And we have to check the sign of these. All these t ratios positive, so therefore on the right hand side we have to apply positive sign. Looking at these, apply the sign on the right hand side. So sine 90 minus theta is plus cos theta because sine is positive. Cos 90 minus theta is plus sine theta because cos is positive in the first quadrant, and so on. So tangent, because it is 90, so we have to convert sine into cos and cos into sine. Tangent and cotangent, that will be converted. Tangent of 90 minus theta, it is equal to cotangent. Similarly cotangent 90 minus theta will be equal to tangent, and secant 90 minus theta will be cosecant. Cosecant 90 minus theta will be secant. So we have to convert sine into cos, cos into sine, tangent cotangent. Similarly secant into cosecant and cosecant into secant, and that conversions will be in case of 90 minus 90 plus, or 270 minus or 270 plus only. Now the next t ratio sine 2 pi plus theta, it will be because all these t ratios are positive, so therefore there is positive sign on the right hand side. It is sine, because 2 pi there will be no conversion. Sine 2 pi plus theta is equal to sine theta, cos 2 pi plus theta is cos theta, and so on. Now we move on to the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, angle will be pi by 2 plus theta means greater than 90, or pi minus theta less than 90. Because it is pi by 2, so we have to convert sine into cos, cos into sine, tangent into cotangent, cotangent into tangent, secant into cosecant, and so on. But in the second quadrant, sine theta and cosecant theta are positive. So it means when you are looking on the left hand side, sine and cosecant, these two t ratios are positive only. You have to apply the sign by looking on the left hand side. Sine is positive, cosecant is positive, remaining t ratios are negative. So you know the rule, sine 90 plus theta will be plus cos theta, and so on you can write. Similarly, if you are writing sine pi minus theta, cos pi minus theta, when it is pi there is no conversion. So sine is positive, cosecant is positive, the remaining t ratios are negative. So you can write tangent 180 minus theta is will be equal to minus of tangent theta. So move on to the third quadrant. In the third quadrant we know tangent is positive and cotangent theta is positive. All other t ratios will be negative. In the third quadrant, angle will be pi plus theta or 3 pi by 2 minus theta. In degrees, 180 plus theta, it is 270 degree minus theta. Now sine pi plus theta, cos pi plus theta, you write all t ratios, and what will be the right hand side? Because it is pi, there will be no conversion, will be sine, cos will remain as cos, but apply the sign. Only tangent is positive and cotangent is positive. All other t ratios will be negative. Similarly, you write for 3 pi by 2 minus theta, sine 3 pi by 2 minus theta, because it is 3 pi by 2, we have to convert sine into cos, cos into sine, tangent into cotangent, and so on. But apply sine first of all, then write the t ratios. Sine tangent is positive, cotangent is positive, and all other t ratios are negative. In this way, secant 3 pi by 2 minus theta will be equal to minus of cosecant theta. Now move on to the next, fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, angle will be 3 pi by 2 plus theta, 2 pi minus theta, and after 2 revolutions it will be 4 pi minus theta, and similarly in case of 3 revolutions 6 pi, and n revolutions then 2n pi minus theta. And when angle is negative, that will also be considered in the fourth quadrant. In this case, theta is not necessarily a acute angle, it may be any angle theta, and if it is negative angle, that will be considered in the fourth quadrant only. Now sine of 3 pi by 2 plus theta, because it is 3 pi by 2, so we have to convert sine into cos, cos into sine, and so on. And it is fourth quadrant, so therefore cos is positive and secant is positive. All other t ratios are negative, so you have to look on the left hand side and then apply sine on the right hand side. Now in this way, what will be tangent of 3 pi by 2 plus theta? It will be minus of cotangent theta, because tangent is negative in fourth quadrant. In this way you can write all t ratios. Now 2 pi minus theta, because it is 2 pi, so there will be no conversion. Sine 2 pi minus theta will be minus sine theta. So you apply sine, cos positive, secant positive, and all these t ratios should be negative. So cosecant of 2 pi minus theta will be minus cosecant theta. Then t ratios of negative angle, sine of minus theta. In this also there will be no conversion. Conversions will be only in pi by 2, whether it is plus minus, or 3 pi by 2 plus minus. Cos minus of theta, that will be plus cos theta, because negative angle will be considered in fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant cos is positive and secant is positive. So you can write these t ratios. Now how to make use of these conversions or these values? Suppose we want to find out the value of cosecant minus 1410 degree, cosecant of minus theta. It is similar to cosecant minus theta. I told you negative angle will be considered in fourth quadrant, so it means you will consider this angle in fourth quadrant first, and using this t ratio, cosecant of minus theta we have recently done. Cosecant of minus theta will be minus cosecant theta, so therefore cosecant of minus 1410 degree will be equal to minus cosecant 1410 degree, this minus sign, using this t ratio. Then this 1410 degree, after one revolution it is 360 degree, 2 revolutions 720, 3 revolutions 1080, 4 revolutions 1440. This angle you can see this is near about this, so it means it is near 4 revolutions. So we can write 1440 minus 30, because gap between these two is 30 degree, and after simplification you must get this angle. So 1440 minus theta, and in this case we will apply this t ratio 2n pi minus theta, because it is similar to 2n pi minus theta, and using cosecant 2n pi minus theta will be minus cosecant theta, because it is fourth quadrant and angle is cosecant is negative. It is 1440, it is equal to 8 pi. So cosecant of 8 pi minus theta will be equal to minus cosecant theta. So in this way this angle will be written as minus of cosecant 30 degree, and from the table we know the value of cosecant 30 degree, it is 2, so minus minus plus, so value is plus 2. So in this way you can calculate. You consider one more example. Suppose we want to find value of sine 765 degree. 765 is near about 720. This angle is greater than 720. So if you find their difference, 720 and 765, it is 45. So it means 765 can be written as 720 plus 45. And now we will use the formula sine 2n pi plus theta. If 2n pi plus theta, this will be the first quadrant. So it is equal to sine theta. In the first quadrant, all t ratio is positive. So therefore sine 4 pi plus 45 will be equal to sine 45 using this formula. And what is value of sine 45? It is 1 upon root 2. Now some trigonometric functions of sum and difference of two angles. Trigonometric functions of sum and difference of two angles. Now let angles are A and B. So we have to write t ratios of A plus B or A minus B. First of all, I am writing A plus B. But before writing the results, you must remember it is sine of theta. It is not sine into theta. This is not multiplication. This is sine of theta. This is single term only. Similarly, sine of A plus B. This is, we pronounce it as sine of A plus B. And sine of A plus B, it is not equal to sine A plus sine B, because we can do so when it is multiplication. A into B plus C, this is multiplication. This is not multiplication. So A into B plus C, that may be equal to this, but this is not equal. So remember, so we have separate results for the sum of the formulas, sum of the angles. Sine of A plus B, it will be equal to sine A into cos B plus cos A into sine B. So this is the first formula, and we have these three results in this series. Cosine of A plus B, it is cos A cos B minus sine A sine B, and we have, you check, remember the sign. In case of cos A plus B, there will be negative sign. Now tangent of A plus B, tangent A plus tangent B upon 1 minus tangent A tangent B. Now some results that will be derived from these results. In this formula, if you change B by A, you look what will happen. Replace B by A, so it is sine A plus A. Similarly on the right hand side, sine A cos A plus cos A sine A, and after simplification, sine 2A is equal to 2 sine A cos A. So this is new result. Similarly, cos 2A, that will be derived from this formula. In this formula, you will replace B by A, so you will left hand side cos 2A. Cos A into cos A will be cos square A, and sin A into sin A will be minus sin square A. Similarly, if you convert cos square into sin square using identity, this will be the formula. If you convert sin square into cos square, then this will be the formula, and you can find the value of 2 sin square A from this equation, 1 minus cos 2A. The value of 2 cos square A will be 1 plus cos 2A. This formula is much used in this form only. Now tangent 2A, this will be derived from this formula. Replace B by A and you will get this formula, 2 tangent A upon 1 minus tangent square A. Similarly, in this formula, if you replace A by 45 degree, then the formula tangent 45, we know from the table the value of tangent 45 is 1. So that's why I have written 1. So the formula will be 1 plus tangent B upon 1 minus tangent B. And now we have the formula for the difference of angles. These are the formulas for the sum of angles. Sine of A minus B. Similar to this formula, only the sign change. Sine A cos B minus cos A sin B. Similarly, cos A minus B, cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Tangent of A minus B, tangent A minus tangent B upon 1 plus tangent A into tangent B. Using this, we can write the formula for tangent 45 degree minus B, and it will be 1 minus tangent B upon 1 plus tangent B. Now, some use of these results. Suppose we want to calculate the value of sine 75 degree. We don't know the value of 75 from the table, and 75 angle, that may be written as the sum of 45 plus 30. We cannot write is as 16 plus 15, because the value of 60, that is given in the table, but value of 15, sine 15 and cos 15, that we don't know. So therefore we will split 75 as 45 plus 30, and now this is similar to sine of A plus B. So where A, you can compare A is 45 and B is 30. Use this formula and put the values here. It is equal to, using this formula, sin A means sin 45 into cos 30 plus cos 45 into sin 30, putting values of A and B, and put the values from the table. Sin 45 we know 1 upon root 2, cos 30 root 3 by 2. Put these values and simplify. So we get the value root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2. This is value of sin 75, because it is equal to sin 75 degree. I hope it is clear to you. Now similarly we can calculate the value of tangent 15 degree. 15, that may be written as 45 minus 30, and we can use the formula tangent A minus B. We can also use the formula tangent 45 minus B. So using this formula, tangent A minus tangent B, put the values, and now we know tangent 45 is 1, tangent 30 is 1 upon root 3. You take LCM and simplify, it will be root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1. I hope it is clear, and now you try to solve these questions on the basis of these results. Thank you.